Halloween's coming, Wisconsin. Are you ready? Join us on this scary special episode as we visit some of Wisconsin's spookiest October destinations that you have to see, if you dare.
Hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
October is definitely when Lincoln County comes alive. We have unique and special events that you can go attend. Sophie and Grace's Pumpkin Patch. We have Grandpa's Farm that tells the history of farming. Lean's Apple Orchard, which is so special and unique.
But there's more than meets the eye, right? There's another side to Lincoln County.
Behind us is the story of Jenny, a young woman who died during childbirth, and nobody ever knew who the father was. Her father was so angry. He buried Jenny on the top of Jenny Hill. The land was cursed ever since then. T.B. Scott began to build his mansion on the hill and came to an untimely death. There continued to be owners who had a significant misfortune. The city of Merrill ended up buying it and turning it over to the Holy Cross Sisters to build the hospital in the mansion. We believe that since we did tear down the mansion a few years ago, we have laid the spirit of Jenny to rest finally. We're going to go explore the story of Jenny and meet one of the nurses who got to have that experience, Helen Oland.
Hello there.
Hi, I'm Andrea. It's so nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
I heard that you were a nurse here, so tell me a little bit about your experience.
I worked 23 years here. Never saw anything until that one night. I was taking care of a post-surgical patient. Her IV needed to be changed. So I took the bag and I walked down the south hall to room 237, turned on the bathroom light, changed my IV bag, looked over in the doorway, and there was this nurse figure standing there with their arms crossed, watching me. I just left. I left in a real big hurry, went back to the nurse's station, and all I could tell the girls was, "Ghost, there's ghosts." I know a lot of people don't believe this, but I wasn't overtired. I wasn't dreaming of ghosts. She was just there. Scientists will probably say there's no such thing, so I hope someday they'll see them.
Thank you so much, Helen, for sharing your story.
Thank you.
You're a brave one, Helen. Next up, a quick stop at the haunted Sawmill in Merrill, one of the top-rated haunted houses in the state. Now, I need to be brave. You can do this, Andrea.
Are we gonna make it out alive?
No.
Okay. Let's
go.
try.
All right, come on. Okay. You know, even though we're a nonprofit, we are a very scary haunted house. We pride ourselves on that. So there's 12 board members that help me all year long. And then we usually have 60 actors on any given night. Probably have 20 or 30 more volunteers. It's a big group of people.
Who are the actors? Where are they from?
So they're primarily kids in the community. They develop their costumes, they develop their own characters. They'll start out here 10, 11, 12 years old. We've had people who've been with us the entire time. These kids found something here that they can be part of and belong. Kids who view this really more of their home now than anywhere else.
Whew. Well, I really hope this next spot isn't as spooky.
This place is called the Merrill School Forest. We have curriculum for every grade level. First grade studies birds, second grade studies plant adaptations, fourth graders it's logging history.
So I hear that there's something about a headless horseman. Is there something that roams these woods?
Boom Decker Becker, late 1800s in the logging era. Lived and worked here on this property. He's riding quickly through the logging camp here, going past the machine that he operates, that boom. Keep in mind, this is night. Those booms are operated by cable. When he looks forward at the very last second, that cable comes into view in the dark, but he doesn't have time to stop. And the shards of the cable ripped and tore his head off. Legend is that he still haunts this place, warning people to leave because his death was so gruesome. I could take you and show you the body if you want to go see the headstone and where he's at.
Absolutely. So the boom is right over here?
We have just a very short walk to go to get there.
Okay.
Tricky. No, I got it.
Look, the ground is raised.
Did you hear sound? I thought I heard sound.
Oh my gosh, it's like coming closer. It's safe to say that Lincoln County has tons of paranormal mysteries and adventures for you to explore. I made it out of Lincoln County alive, but the drama in Oshkosh is a whole nother story. I'm here at the Grand Oshkosh. This is the oldest operating theater in the state, and I'm so excited to learn about the rich history and hear some spooky stories. Let's go. This place is haunted.
If you're one of those people that says, well, there's an explanation for everything, I would say, yeah, it's an old building. It creaks, it makes noise, there's drafts, whatever along the way. But I can tell you this, if you are a believer, this place is absolutely haunted, and I can tell you tales.
The theater first opened in what year?
1883.
So it's the oldest operating theater in Wisconsin.
That's right. The first renovation of the Grand was the addition of electricity and bathroom.
Wow. So a lot has changed.
A lot's
since
changed.
It first opened.
The cool thing about being 140 years old is that the questions of ghosts come out all the time. And I get asked about ghosts on almost every tour. So we created Haunted Happenings. The flicker lamps come out. There's the Haunted Illusion Show. In another week, we've got a mentalist hypnotist. We've got the Spirits of the Grand tours where the actors bring the spirits of the Grand to life in a real way for people who take the tour. But you might also be going up to the Grand Lounge for a craft cocktail class, Bloodies and Bingo, Scarioke, or Trick or Trivia. We do glow yoga right here on the stage. We wanted to own October because we got the ghosts. You ask yourself in October, not if there's something going on at the Grand, but what's going on at the Grand tonight. What that does is it brings people in who don't necessarily, oh, I don't want to go see a show. Then they come here and then they take a tour, and the next thing you know, they're like, wow, this place is pretty cool.
I want to go on this tour. Am I able to do that?
Sure, we'll let you go, absolutely.
So when we go on the tour, what am I going to get to see?
What you're going to learn is a lot about the history of the Grand. Hear stories about the spirits of the Grand, some of which may or may not come to life right around you. It'll be a journey through the 140 years that tells the story of the Grand while you're watching the spirits of the Grand unfolding in front of you. One of the neat things about the spirits of the Grand, the half dozen that are brought up most often, none of them are malevolent. All of them are either watching over the place or haven't wanted to leave. There are a couple of mischievous ones. None of them are bad. There are people who I respect, serious people, who tell me stories of seeing spirits here in the Grand, and I just gotta believe them.
What's the one story that kind of sticks out?
Well, there's one behind you right now.
What? Well, I am so ready to do this tour. Can we do it?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Your mysterious adventure is at hand.
Welcome. Up these stairs, please watch your steps. And hung himself right then and there.
I am so glad I was able to come out to Oshkosh and experience the spookiness of the Grand. It was so fun. You gotta add it to your fall itinerary. They really own October. So cheers to the spirits of the Grand and October in Oshkosh. Ooh, it's delicious. Wausau is known as the gateway to the Northwoods, but could it also be known as the gateway to another dimension? I'm teaming up with Sean Blaschka, ghost hunter and founder of the Wausau Paranormal Research Society, to see what we can find. We're here at the 400 block in downtown Wausau. I understand there's a lot of haunted places in this area, right?
There is. We're going to go to the Grand Theater and then to the Shepherd and Schaller building. the Elks as well too. Check that out.
All right, well, let's get started.
All right.
All right, we made it to the Grand.
Yep.
I hear there's some haunted stories here.
There is lots of stories going back many decades.
You then investigated this theater, right?
We did. When I started ghost hunting, this was my first stop. On the 3rd floor, we were walking along a room connected to a room and a room and a room. One way in, one way out. And as we got closer to that room, we were hearing noise. By the time we got in there was nothing. Next day, when I checked my tape and I went through it and listened, you can hear someone whispering several times over until you finally clearly hear it, and it says, "Don't come back over here." It sounds like a man who was just telling me to stay out of that room.
If a spirit tells you don't come back here, do you listen?
No, because we went back.
Okay. So, safe to say this place you think is still haunted.
I do.
On to the next?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, Sean, where are we now?
We are in Shepard and Schaller's attic, and it's called Eddie's room. Eddie worked in this building. He ended up dying kind of unexpectedly, so they think Eddie's still here. So there's a couple of reports where employees would close up for the evening, make sure all the lights are off, get in their car, they'll look up, lights are on. There's a real mix of different history here. Built in 1880, the tunnel that used to run from the basement of this building to the building next door or behind us was used during Prohibition.
I can feel that there's something here, honestly. This attic creeps me out, so I say we go to the next place?
Yeah,
all right.
certainly.
Would you say this is the most haunted place in Wausau?
I would put it in the top 5, yes.
Okay. So this is the Elks Lodge. What is the history here?
This year is its actual 100th anniversary.
Wow, so been around for a while.
Yep. Before it was the Elks Lodge, it was actually the site of a mansion. It was called the J.C. Clark Mansion. It was used by many families, lived in this, and at one point it was actually the Wausau Sanitarium. The Elks purchased the old J.C. Clark Mansion, and they made that their first Elks Lodge.
All right, I want to go take a look around. Can we do that?
Yep.
Where are we starting first?
Right on this doorway edge.
Wow.
Where I saw the shadow. It was a very tall, the head was up to here.
Whoa.
They call the ghost here Charlie. Charlie goes back all the way to the 1940s. Supposedly the first sighting was of a man at the bar. People would see this person sitting at the bar in a white suit, and he would act like he's demanding service. The bartender would do a double take and look back, and he was gone. There's been a lot of different things that have happened other than that, though. People have seen shadows, heard things, footsteps that you can't explain.
What have you seen or heard here?
Many things. We've captured a photo and other video evidence up in the ballroom area. This has been the site of a lot of activity, this area itself, outside the ballroom and in the ballroom. When we were doing an investigation, while we were sitting out here, and all of a sudden, this particular chandelier started doing its strobing. It was there for close to 30 seconds to a minute. Definitely significant.
Ooh. We gotta be honest, this room is feeling kind of weird, Sean.
While they're looking in the mirror, people have said they've seen this woman in white. And when they turn to look, she's not there.
I want to leave before I see that woman appear.
It's not comforting, no.
In some of the most unsuspecting places, you can find Wausau's most haunted historic locations.
Now to Land O'Lakes, home of the haunted Summerwind Mansion. Aaron, why do you think that Land O'Lakes is such a Halloween destination?
Well, for one, we're the Halloween capital of Wisconsin. Because of our zombie crawl, because of all of our events, last year, the governor, Tony Evers, gave us an accommodation naming Land O'Lakes the official Halloween town of Wisconsin.
Tell me a little bit about what we're going to be getting into.
We will go and we do a presentation tonight all on ghost hunting equipment. And I'll do a few magic tricks, get people up and going. Then we go have dinner at Ben's Camp Resort. We will go to the museum we have set up at the Chamber of Commerce. After that, we jump on the bus and we go to the Paulding Light. And this has been night after night after night for the last couple of weeks. We have events all leading up to Zombie Crawl tomorrow night. And tomorrow night is our big one. From 3 to 7, you can come here to the VFW and we do free face painting, zombified. The limousine party buses start from 6 to 10, and they pick you up and drop you off at all the bars up and down Land O'Lakes. Totally free, doesn't cost a thing. The end of the night from 8 to midnight is our big party, the Witch's Ball. You can come dress up, whatever you want. A majority of people do dress up. We have a large costume contest, inaugural crowning of the king and queen, and it's all ages. You'll see. And I think it's because it's such a unique event. You don't have events like this a lot at most places, even the big cities, but all the way up here, you never have them.
All right, well, I think it's time for the event. Should we head into the ghost tour?
Yeah.
All right.
Basic principles of ghost hunting.
To prep us for our ghost hunt, we were briefed by a professional ghost hunter, psychic, and medium. And after that, we even got to see some magic tricks from the great Aaron Houdini himself. Then the buses took us to Bent's camp for a quick bite before our next stop.
Oh, the purpose fried.
All right, I just got to the Land O'Lakes Chamber of Commerce. They have this place all decked out for Halloween. We're gonna head inside and I'm gonna check out some of the spooky artifacts they have in there.
This is an original mold from the first Ghostbusters, signed by Dan Aykroyd. We have a trap, and then the radio you see there, that is the original radio where Bill Murray holds it up and he's like, "Come in, Ray." These are some of the original Salem witch trial documents, the nearly 500-year-old documents. And then over here we have Michonne's boots from The Walking Dead. I met all these people, and so they have loaned us that. And then Annabelle herself, one of 4 from the movie, The Conjuring. Over here we have the king and queen crowns from Turkey, made especially just for Zombie Girl.
Wow, you got a lot of cool stuff. Our next stop, the mysterious Paulding Light. All right, so I just got to the Paulding Light. It's kind of this mysterious light. People think it could be the ghost of someone who died on the rail tracks back in the day. They did a study where it could be headlights from a car over there, but there's still a lot of mystery surrounding it, so we'll never really know what this light is. That's it for the ghost tour, but we have a big day tomorrow, so get your rest, and I'll see you then for the main event. So right now, I'm back at the Land O'Lakes VFW. I'm gonna go get some makeup done at the zombie makeup station. Let's go. Whoa! Wow, this is awesome. Thank you both so much. All right, I'm ready for the zombie crawl. Let's go.
On the bus.
And I've made it to the main event, the Witch's Ball.
So, our king and queen this year, Sarah and Tim, to come up here.
That was so much fun. The Witch's Ball was the best way to wrap up my spooky season. I got to do and see so much throughout the state in October. It's clear that Wisconsin knows how to really do Halloween. Whether you're in Lincoln County, Oshkosh, Wausau, Land O'Lakes, or anywhere else, it's safe to say there's something spooky for you here in Wisconsin.